Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the podcast. We made it to episode 2, the greatest achievement of any podcast I've ever done. So that's exciting and a reason to stick around and subscribe. I'm going to start, well, I need to start working on other bloody videos because I realise that this isn't quite the content people are probably looking for unless you know me. In which case, what the heck? This is more just me making myself sit down and do stuff. But I mentioned that last time. So, on to bigger and brighter things. I've made tiny amounts of notes, and we're going to talk about some stuff, and we're going to do some things. Probably just talk about stuff, because it's a podcast. It's just a podcast. But what has been happening in the last week for moi? Basically, I've just been at work. It's been hot. I've been at work. What have I seen anything exciting? I haven't even really watched any exciting TV shows. I've been outside a lot more because it's warm out there. That's nice, but also not nice. It's a double-edged sword, if you will. So, in the podcast today, I would like to talk about 3 things. Number 1, the World Cup. Actually 4 things, maybe even more, because sometimes I ramble and then we get to places that we never even dreamt of being. Number 1, World Cup is going on since we last chatted. And number 2, the Heatwave. That's going on in the UK right now. And who doesn't love to chat about the weather? Number 3, F1. And number 4, time travel. Because I found a really fun article. I love fun articles. They truly are fun. But let's start off with the World Cup. I haven't watched any of the games because I've been at work for both of them. But I have watched highlights of the first game versus Croatia, and from a non-football fan perspective, I think it was a pretty good game of football. Lots of goals, lots of action. That's kind of what you want, isn't it? So I talk to people at work, obviously, who like football. And they're all like, oh, England's kind of got a chance. But I think they may have changed their mind after the performance of last night. I've been looking at a lot of TikToks. I saw one TikTok with a woman saying that the England performance was shocking. And I was like, goddamn, that's not good. Because it's a World Cup and we want to bring it home for the boys and the girls of the United Kingdom. Actually, no, it's just England, isn't it? Because Scotland is in the games. But they've got a much harder group stage than we do, I believe. And my girlfriend is from New Zealand and she is in the World Cup. Not personally, but her team. And I have no idea what they're doing because who cares? I joke, of course. There was a funny moment. But I've also not even followed them. You know what? Let's ask my phone what's going on. Hey Google. How is New Zealand getting on in the World Cup? Just thinking.
New Zealand's All Whites are currently sitting at the bottom of Group G with 1 point. They opened their 2026 World Cup campaign with an entertaining 2-2 draw against Iran, but followed it up with a tough 3-1 loss to Egypt, leaving them facing a must-win final group match against Belgium to have any chance of advancing.
There you go. So they're not doing great. So I don't know how good Belgium is. I know it's an alright country. I've visited it. I have visited Belgium and I've not visited New Zealand. If I was to live in either one, I'd probably pick Belgium. Only because I'm a big Euro fan. I love the European Union. And New Zealand's so far away from everything. I don't know how you guys do it. Imagine having to go on holiday and sitting on an aeroplane for ages. What the hell? I'm not getting Ryanair? You're joking! But yeah, football. It's great fun, I think. I'm not interested in it. But I can see why people are. And that's the important bit. Empathy. For those fans of the football, number one rule of football, don't use your hands. That's a fun fact for you. Fun fact of the day, if you will. What other fun facts are there about football? I know we won it in 1966, a year so long ago that I can't remember it myself. That means it's more than 30 years ago. Anything else about football? God, I could natter all day about the football. I went into M&S, got some alcohol, and they gave me a pack of football cards. I assume it's for a shop over a certain amount, rather than if you buy alcohol, we'll give you some cards, because that's quite crazy. And I opened the pack and I didn't know any of the players. They probably weren't all British though. It was probably like a thingy. British players, because I had a look at the lineup because I was at work yesterday and I wanted to know when half time was. And the lineup, the only two people my brain was like, I recognised the name, was Bellingham, because he sells a drink. He sold a drink. We don't stock it, but I think it's still a drink. That's surely still a drink. It was quite a yummy drink, as I remember, as I recall. My dog falling asleep? Yes. That's good then. Yeah, it was a yummy drink. And then I know Harry Kane, I think that's his name. I believe he's the captain. But then I might be very wrong on that front. So that's my football knowledge. Pretty good if you ask me. They're sure kicking them balls around. But to be good, you must pop it in the net. And England didn't do that in the last game. So, who's the next game first? We've got one more game of the group stages. Who are we playing? I have it literally just here. No, that's Panama on Saturday. This Saturday. I'll actually not be at work. Thank the heavens, although it's at like 11 o'clock. There's something else on Saturday. Oh, I'm from York and there's the races. That is not going to be a fun day for whoever's doing the evening shift. But I'm not, so not my problem. That's it. That's the football segment over. Tune in next week where we'll find out the result of the game and see if we're through to the next stage. If not, that's the end of football chat forever. Well, actually, there's definitely going to be one more, but there could be more. There could be more. This could be the first podcast started in the year of our Lord of the World Cup win. It could be coming home. There's still a chance. I don't know if we have to win the next one. I assume we'd have to draw it at least. A win would probably be better though, obviously. Anyway, anywho, what was the next topic? The next topic is heat. It is a heat wave right now. We're getting on into the afternoon now, so most of the heat's died down. We're still at 31 degrees though. Today was supposed to be the hottest, but I think yesterday was probably actually hotter. But that doesn't really matter, do it? UK heat is just the worst kind of heat. And you'll hear the British talk about it all the fucking time because we're arseholes. But why? It's quite a good country to live in. Up until it gets hot and then you're like, fuck. Or it's cold. Or if anything's going on. What you want is to stay in the 20s. I don't want any of this 30 shit, you know? 20's fine. I can wear a t-shirt and I'll be fine. And I'm just like, I'm not cold, nor am I hot. I'm just about right. So if it was just 20 the whole time, that would be grand. If anyone could sort that out, that'd be perfect. The kind of hot heat, if it's 30 degrees in the Mediterranean, you're in Italy, you're just like, fuck, yes, please. Keep on piling this heat on. In the UK, it's humid as fuck. It's wet heat. It's wet heat. And our buildings are built for the cold. You should see how thick that wall, you can kind of see it here. That's not the thickness of the wall, it keeps on going. It's like doubly thick. It's double thick, caked up bussy juice. That picture just there, that's like half the width. And it goes off into the unknown. So yeah, it's kind of warm. And my office is on the top floor. And little known physics fact, heat rises. So this is the hottest room of the house. And I've been here for a little while now because I set up, did some research. I did some research? No, that's not possible because this has been absolute garbage. And it's starting to make me go a bit loopy because I'm so warm and sweaty. But you didn't need to know that. This is a video. You can't feel the heat through the camera lens. Yeah, it's just hot. I think tomorrow's going to be hot. And then Friday we've got thunderstorms. We got thunderstorms. Let's check the weather app. Super cool content coming up. It's dipping back down. But thunderstorms on Friday. Oh hell yeah. Friday I need to start making a actual video. Probably. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? If I want to do this YouTube malarkey. Let's take this middle section, if you're still here for some reason. Hopefully because you like me. That would be ace. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I would much appreciate it. I will endeavour to make more stuff because I really want to, but my procrastination is too big. That's my main annoyance with myself, that my procrastination is holy moly. Because I think I'm kind of funny. People have told me I am kind of funny, and I know how to make videos, so what the hell am I doing? So more things will be coming as soon as they can, but until then this will be a weekly occurrence. I think it'll just be a weekly occurrence until it's done. Who knows when that will be, eh? We're week 2 of this grand experiment. We'll see how far we get. There might be missed weeks, but I'm going to try not to. Thank you for the middle section. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Get a new topic unlocked. Time travel. So, I was scrolling around being like, what the hell am I going to talk about? And um, on my phone, I know it's on Opera, it just has like news on the front page. And basically, there's this really cool article on time travel. Oh, this is actually from Opera News. Yes, sure. Just on the website, please. So, man claims to be time traveler from a secret 1990s program who visited the year 6000 and says a blurry picture of a future city provides time. Fuck me, I can't read. Why did I think this was a good idea? And says a blurry picture of a future city proves time travel is real, with AI ruling a peaceful world. So, this article is claiming that this guy. Well, no, the article is talking about this guy who claims he's a time traveler because he's got a blurry ass picture. I don't want to open another app. I just really wanted to see the picture in more detail. Oh my god, why are there so many? Here we go. Here we go. God, that advert's not even in English. It's because I've got VPN on. Ignore me. Let's look at this future ass city. Okay, so you can't see this. I'll probably pop it up. Okay, so there's like towers in the background. There's blue. There certainly is blue. You can sort of see buildings, blue. The sky is no longer blue. The sky's the same colour as the ground. It's all very grey. You know the worst thing is, right? They do this time travel shit, and they don't send them back with good cameras. That's just unbelievable. I'm being advertised a office divider for some reason, and I kind of want to click on it, so I'm clicking on it. How much is an office divider? It's come up with an error message that I can't read. That's a bit of a shame, really, because I was hoping to buy it. So it's a YouTube video that's been uploaded to Apex TV. So basically he's saying that in the future, in the year 6000, we'll be living under peaceful AI. And what the hell is that all about? I don't want to live under AI. Imagine living under AI. AI is literally the worst thing ever. I know, not a hot take. Not a hot take. But it is literally so bad. And the only reason people like it, the only people who really are pushing it are people who are going to make a massive amount of profit from it. And why the hell would we want to be governed by AI? And why are they time travelling from the 90s? The 90s didn't have anything. We didn't even have... Actually, there was a form of internet. There wasn't very good mobile phones. Oh, maybe that's why that shit blurry. Yeah, but you wouldn't send them with like a Nokia brick phone, would you? You'd be like, oh, here's a camera with film in it. But maybe the time travel process has fucked the images. But then, surely... Yeah, but then if you just drawn something, that's not evidence, is it? I can draw something. Case in point. Do you like that? Yeah, some of my own art. That's a picture of Bognor Regis that I drew when I was drunk. I've never been to Bognor Regis. So that's a factory where they make bog roll. and that's some housing. And the road stops there, and then there's a green park. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good drawing, actually, I think you'll find. So, yeah, probably a blurry picture is more evidence than somebody drawing something. Because I was just like, why don't you just be like, oh, the buildings look like this and this? Bring something back as well. I don't really know how time travel works. I haven't really studied it. So if you time travel, do you time travel with like what you're holding? Do your clothes stay on? This guy needed to give more information about how he time travelled. Well, yeah, he must be able to travel with stuff because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to bring back whatever he took the picture with. But anyway, for those who are living in the year 6000, I hope you're doing well. I hope that the AI overlords are actually as nice as this time traveler from the 90s was thinking. That's an awful long way to go in the future. Because it's like the year 6000 is so incomprehensibly far away from this present date that the people then are so not even like comprehensible. Because say you're Jesus, right? You're Jesus and the calendar's ticked over to 1 because you have been born. 2000 years in the future, you can just about track like... Actually, no. There is no... No, actually, I don't know. I'm done chatting shit. Let's stop chatting shit because otherwise I'll say something stupid. But it's just such a stupid amount of time. Why don't it be like, oh, I travelled 100 years in the future and cars are actually not flying, they're floating in the water. We're all water babies now. Because then you're like, oh, 100 years, I probably won't be around, but my kids will. And they're going to fucking have to float around on boat. Unbelievable, really. So, yeah, top tip for time travellers, don't go too far in the future because when you come back, everyone's going to be like, I actually don't give a shit about that amount of time because let's say there was a straight linear line, people directly related to you, and each one had a kid. So your kid has a kid, and then so on and so forth. That's so far down, I don't care about that kid. I probably care about my next 2, maybe 3 generations. Ain't nobody looking further than that. But good to know that AI is still a thing. And we're in good hands. At least we're still going. That's quite an achievement. Tell you what, if the human race is still going in the year 6000, that's top-notch stuff from us, I think. That's some crazy shit. I have my fingers crossed. Because for them, we're just like really old people. We're like crazy old. Yeah, because that's so far away. I don't know why that's blowing my mind, but there we go. Oh yeah, F1. Let's finish on some F1 stuff. Lewis Hamilton won for Ferrari, and I didn't get to see it because guess what? I was in work, bitches. I was slaving away, and then my phone was just like, Lewis Hamilton, and I was like, fuck, cunt. I have since watched the highlights, and although not a good race for overtaking and action, sometimes with an F1 race, you love to see a good strategy. And wouldn't you know it, Ferrari were the one to pull it off. What the hell? What the helly? That's crazy shit. So I'm glad that they did a strategy and it worked. And now Lewis Hamilton looks like at this point in the championship, looks like the person to challenge Antonelli. The thing is, they're not. But we can hope. Ferrari are bringing engine upgrades to Austria, but every time that Ferrari brings upgrades, I feel like they always go in the wrong direction. If they go in the right direction, and Ferrari keep up their reliability because they're more reliable than the Mercedes engine. Mercedes are quicker, but Ferrari are more reliable. So if they can keep the reliability plus bring some upgrades, who knows? I don't think it'll happen though. But I would probably cream my pants if Lewis won with Ferrari the World Championship. I'd also be sad at the same time because if Charles doesn't win, I'll cry. But I think if Lewis Hamilton won this year, I think he'd just be like, I'm done. That's it. Mic drop. I've beaten Michael Schumacher. I've won a World Championship with Ferrari. I'm kind of done. So, if I was Oliver Bearman, I'd really want Lewis to win so that I could get a seat in Ferrari. But that's just me. And I'm crazy. I'm wild. I don't know how long we've been going, but we are still going. So that's nice now. Anything else? I don't think so. I think that probably wraps up episode 2 of this podcast. Thank you for watching and listening. And if you've made it this far, give it a like. Thanks. Yes. Next week, we'll talk about more stuff. And I will have an update on videos because on Friday, I need to sit down and I need to either script something or continue editing a video that's kind of halfway in production. But sometimes I get that halfway mark and then it's just hard to get over the hurdle. I don't know why. I can do all the filming and then I'm just like, So yeah, that's not great. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.